Were you already playing with makeup? Because you're so good.
Thank you.
What was the journey of going from not being a drag queen to being a drag queen who's giving you face?
Well, I definitely started off as I don't need to cover my brows, queen. And then Cleo was like, bitch, cover your brows. And it took me like a couple times doing it, like a couple weeks, a month, 2 months to really like get a brow shape I liked. But yeah, she really helped guide me like to, she was giving me like the opportunity just to get out there, to get booked, you know, which is super important because you can't learn unless you're doing. So I feel like really having those opportunities to grow like in my younger stages of drag was super important, and she really gave me that platform to start performing, which was amazing.
Now, how did Ariel Versace as your drag name appear?
You know, I was actually for the Tip a Bit show. I was like, well, shit, I need a name. So when I was younger, you know, I always here goes all the Reddit popping off. When I was younger, I had red hair and really related a lot to Little Mermaid was my favorite Disney movie, and I related to her because like she had the red hair, I had red hair. I was on the swim team for years, so I was like, oh my god, well if I have red hair and I swim, I'm a mermaid. Hello, so delusions. So yeah, I loved Ariel. I definitely knew I wanted my drag name to be Ariel. And then I didn't really know what I wanted my last name to be. And it was when Lady Gaga came out with that song, Donatella. I was like, I think I want to perform that song. And she had a line in the song and it said, Versace promises I will, Dolce Vita. And I was like, oh, Versace sounds good. That's kind of bougie. And then I just kind of became like the Disney princess I always wanted to be, and a brand I'm never gonna afford.
You can tell you were a theater kid. You're big, you play characters, you do it. What was that like when people were shading you on the show for being just a social media queen?
You know, it is hard because people don't realize that just the show is just one side of you. You know what I mean? I will admit that I definitely crack under pressure very easily, and I was very scared because, and especially coming from somebody that is on social media, I get to control everything that I put out, what pictures I post. I edit all of my videos, so it was really intimidating to me being behind all these cameras and having this giant crew there and them kind of like guiding us through this process. And I was like, oh my God, I like did not mentally prepare myself for this. And like I said, I'm an only child. I feel like it's always like my way or the highway, and I feel like that kind of flipped over on the negative side sometimes. But no, it was hard. It was such a different experience being in a situation like that than just doing my own thing.
Yeah, I bet. Well, speaking of all of your fabulous Drag Race sisters, we're gonna play a fun little game that we like to call Kiki, Kai Kai, Kill.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we're gonna show you 3 different queens.
Oh God.
From different areas of your interests.
Here we go.
And you'll have to decide whether you want to Kiki with them, Kai Kai with them, or kill them.
I'm gonna probably just kill them all. I'm just kidding.
Kiki, Kai Kai, kill.
Oh.
So we have, it's the Makeup Guru edition.
That's a good one.
Makeup mavens like yourself, James Charles, Jeffree Star, Tati Westbrook. Lady Red, what should she decide?
Are you gonna Kiki, Kai Kai, or kill him?
I think that I would have to say I would definitely Kiki with Tati. She's one of those YouTubers that still to this point, like not a whole lot of drama until that James Charles thing. She's like really like calm. She's like, I love her videos. If you're just looking for like a calm, like beauty related YouTube video, she is the way to go. I really respect her.
Almost ASMR like.
Yeah, like tea. Yeah, no, Tati's great. So I definitely Kiki with her. Kai Kai would definitely have to be Jeffree Star because then you get to have a threesome with Nathan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, T. And then I guess I would have to kill James Charles.
Sorry, girl.
Sorry, girl. He's great, but I mean, those other two, it's just the options.
It's like, sister.
Sorry, sister, sorry. You're a sister, not a sister. So.
All right, next up, Lady Red.
Kiki, Kai Kai, or kill.
Disney edition, Prince Eric, Prince Harry, or Prince?
So we're gonna Kiki with Prince, good old Prince, hello.
Yeah,
we're gonna always
good
hang out
idea.
with Prince.
Oh, what?
We're gonna Kai Kai with Prince Eric, hello. Although, and I actually, I just met him the other night out in WeHo. There's this cosplayer on Instagram. It's like, I think it's Leo Zombie, and he looks just like Prince Eric.
Really?
He looks just like Prince Eric. There's this girl, Tracy Hines, and she does a lot of Ariel cosplay, and he has collaborated with her a lot. Looks just like Prince Eric, so I was like very fully gagged and a little wet outside of Mickey's. So
I bet you were. That's like your dream.
yeah, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, so definitely Kai with Prince Eric, and then we just kill Prince Harry. Sorry.
Oh, Prince Harry.
Kiki, Kai, or kill.
All right, Drag Race Sis Edition. Vanjie, Brooklyn Heights, or Evie?
Y'all, I hate you. We're gonna Kiki with Vanjie.
Oh, good choice.
Hello, she we'll go drinking. We'll go out in a WeHo. We're gonna Kai with Evie, because she'll smoke you up first. She'll have the weed and the Doritos, so you'll be good to go.
And she could be in all those different positions.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yes. Oh my God. Gymnast fish fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we're gonna kill Brooklyn because low key she said that I would die first in a scary movie, so she can just go die.
Ooh,
Not in real.
bitch.
Oh, that sounded real bad. You know what I mean? She could be the. What? She said I could die first. I said, well, bitch, the pretty one always dies first.
Flare flip.
Kiki, Kai, or kill.
Botox, Restylane, Juvederm. I recently saw
Shady
your
ass bitch.
YouTube video where it was like face full of fillers, and I said, let's go and give her those choices.
Okay, we're gonna definitely Kiki with. No, which one's the most important? We're gonna Kiki with Juvederm. We're gonna Kai with the Botox. You always gotta keep Botox in the back pocket. And we're just gonna kill Restylane. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, tell me about your experience with fillers and Botox and all the rest.
I've just gotten it. I think it's really important, especially coming from like a stronger, I told you makeup's really important to me. And I've learned that, traveling a lot more and not being able to take care of your skin as much, whether it be through diet or sleep, things that are preventative, like Botox, I feel like are, and not that I'm saying like everyone needs to go get it. That's not me. It's just my own personal choice where I get it because I just feel like it makes your makeup look nicer. It's preventative, just things like that. It just makes you look a lot nicer.
When did you first try?
Only like 2 years ago. Yeah, I haven't done it.
Yeah, because you're quite
not a very long time, but I just started doing it again, like as a preventative, just because I noticed my mom does this thing that I always scream at her about. She like raises her eyebrows a lot, and she gets those little lineisha sparkses, and I can't stand when she does that. So I started getting the Botox because I started getting the lines because I'm very we're Italian, so we're very like expressive through the face and the hands. And so I just started doing it just to kind of, keep the makeup in check, and especially when you can't get the sleep and the diet that you need through the road. It's good to keep that face a little bit frozen.
Yeah. All right. Any tips for someone who's your age looking to dip a toe? How did you choose your doctors?
Well, I started off as a Groupon queen.
Yes, Groupon.
Yeah, I started off as a Groupon queen. But then I have a friend that I've known for a couple years in Philly. His name's Chris. And his mom, Michelle, owns a company called Misha Aesthetics. And they do it. They're amazing. Shout out to Misha Aesthetics. So they take care of me as far as like face-wise and everything like that. Actually, we just started playing with little butt stuff too. So
butt stuff?
Yeah.
Really? To fill it out?
Filler, yeah.
With your own fat from other areas?
No, I have done that though. I have done that. That was a different doctor though.
Oh.
But no, they're amazing. I really trust them.
Will you reveal all the things you've had done? Now I'm like, what else have you had done?
I've gotten like cheek fillers and lip fillers, Botox. I got Kybella on my jawline.
How did you like that?
That was good. Yeah, I got that one was a little bit more subtle, and then I've gotten a fat transfer. From like lower back to butt, and then I've also gotten butt fillers from Michelle too. Yeah, so that's just, and I think that another thing too is we live in such a generation of like fakeness online. You see so much like perfection that you want to kind of motivate yourself to like live in it. So I feel like I am kind of like living in this mindset where like you always feel like you need to like live in this perfection. So yes, do get like the fillers like that to like benefit me like stage wise and my persona? Yes, but I feel like it's also like a confidence thing because you see like all this like perfect bullshit online. You're like, I gotta live up to that. So it's really hard.
And people know you from Instagram and the show.
So you want to look good. You want to look good in person. Yeah.
There's the pressure to like look like that.
You gotta be walking face soon, sweetie.
Yes, honey. Yeah. Well, that was Kiki, Kai, kill.
Yeah.
a sidetrack down a delightfully interesting plastic surgery lane. I like it. Lady Red, is there any surgery you want to get?
A dickectomy.
No, my God.
We'll save that for another episode. All right, you can watch more hilarious games and hear exclusive podcasts that you can't hear anywhere else at Hey Qween TV's Patreon. That's patreon.com/HeyQueenTV. And if you especially love Lady Red, you can hear her show, So Real with Lady Red, at patreon.com/Lady Red Couture. So join, why don't ya? Ariel, keep sipping because you need to lube up the engines because we're ready to start them and go back and re-examine in the closest manner possible your time on Drag Race.
Oh my God.
I was just watching your audition tape.
Oh, yeah.
And gagging at how great it looked.
Looking back at my other audition tapes, I was like, no, you were not ready there, girl. Not ready there, not ready there. But last year, I would definitely say, was when my confidence in my tape was at a high. So when I did get that call, I was like, oh, damn, I'm doing it right. Like, you know, It was really cool, validating feeling.
So then you have, 2 weeks to get ready?
Yeah.
So what was that whole thing like?
That was the part that I think was the hardest for me, just because, in my scene, it didn't really I would always have fun with what I wore, and I made outfits out of what I could, whether I ordered it from Amazon Prime or whether I got it locally. But it was definitely hard because I feel like I didn't have, especially not being New York, those New York girls have access to so many designers.
Oh, yeah.
Or Akira being in Texas and all those girls in Raja having access to all the pageantry stuff. It was a little hard for me just being in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey.
Did you borrow? Did you start sewing? What did you do?
I honestly wore. I wore some things that I had. Yeah, I just tried to work with what I had because, my boyfriend and I had just bought a house.
Wow.
So we didn't really have a whole lot of money, so I wanted to really work with what I had, and I was like, well, it's not like I have shit, so let me make that purple fur outfit that I got from a local designer, Brandon Bermudez. He's amazing. I already had that, and I was like, how can I make all this stuff that I have really work? And I guess a lot of people were saying obviously that some of my looks were similar and the big hair silhouette, and I was like, well, that's what I know.
Yeah.
That's what I wear at my shows. I'm not gonna be unauthentic. I'm that's what I wear.
So you get there, you have all your stuff, you walk into the workroom.
Yeah.
What's that first moment like, and what is your first impression of the girl?
I honestly think I shit myself in that igloo dress. It was so surreal. Honestly, just, watching it on TV for 5+ years. That's what I started watching it. I was watching it for about 5 years. And just walking in that workroom, I remember we were held in our little rooms before we met each other. I think I was in drag for almost 4 hours before I walked in the workroom. And we were in just these little spaces with just the iPods that we learned our music through. And I just remember them cueing you to walk in, and I was like, holy shit, this is happening. And I walked in, and I remember I was a little lost for breath, right when I stepped on the set, because I was like, oh, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
It happened. And you're on the set. It was crazy. It was surreal. I knew I came in there with that delusions of I have the big following. I'm gonna do amazing. They're gonna carry me to the top. And then I was like, oh damn, these girls are serious. This is the there's a lot of pageant girls and they come for blood.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So I was intimidated. I really was. Because that first day, obviously that's the scariest shit ever.
And how long is that first day lasting?
I don't know. I felt like we were on set for at minimum 10 hours.
Right.
Hello, children. To see part 3 of this interview, click here. To see more Hey Qween fabulousness, click here. And don't forget to subscribe, bitch! Hey! Hey! Hey!